starts at 1, and my boss, I don't have a car right now because it's getting fixed. My boss was nice enough to tell me that he was going to get me an Uber to my college because I have to leave at 1. So yeah, right now I'm just, editing a video that I'm going to post probably tomorrow, depending on how much editing I get. So this is just going to be the first day of nursing school for me. So yeah, I'll get back when I'm on the way to, and I'll show y'all my outfit. Okay, you guys, so I made it. I'm gonna put my hair, look at, it's official. Okay, I'm gonna put my hair up, and I have to find where my class is. So, okay, how'd I look? Okay, I know my ponytail's uneven, but I did my hair myself, so cut me some slack. Anyway, first day of nursing school, let's go find my class. Okay, so it is room 303, and that's on the 3rd floor. So that's where we're gonna go. Okay, so class is out of session. Okay, so basically I couldn't record in the building because we're not allowed to record class lectures. We're not allowed to record any of that. So obviously I couldn't record. It was a lot of information that I got. So I went home. Obviously my hair is different, so this is a different day. Believe it or not, I done remade this video twice. First reason was because I found something in the video that was there the whole time and I had no idea. I did not even recognize it after spending like 2 hours editing it. 2 freaking hours just on that one portion, actually, not everything else that y'all are about to see, just that this portion I spent 2 hours. Anyways, I came home and I just showered and I was just like, okay, because there was a lot of information. I just needed to regroup. So the first day I already started off bad. I didn't have all the requirements I needed. Like, remember there was, okay, no, you guys don't remember. There's a whole bunch of stuff that you need for the school, and I didn't have all the requirements. I think I mentioned that in my last video, and then I had to go and get it. Basically, the first day, all we did was like, we went over the syllabus, we went over the handbook, we went over the course requirements, we went over this course schedule, standard procedure. Basically, when we go into the hospital that we're going to be working at for the next couple weeks, they have a whole procedure, or what's it called? They have a handbook that we basically had to read. We got tested on it. I passed, period. Of how they run the hospital, basically. The name of the hospital handbook. So it had everything in there. Like codes, all the codings. It had the patient care, it had it just had everything. She gave us a whole bunch of information about all of that, and then we already had a skill. We had lecture, then lab. So we had a skill, which was washing your hands. If you think you know how to wash your hands, you don't. You're supposed to do it for 20 seconds. So we got tested on washing hands, gloving. I passed, by the way. I passed all of them. I'm not gonna lie, there was one that I didn't pass at first, but I went over, did it, kept practicing, and then I eventually passed it. With those skills, you cannot miss one step. If you miss one little step, they will have you redo the whole thing. They're so strict. The step could be so minuscule and it could not affect the patient at all, but if you miss it when they're testing you, you will fail. This is like week 3 now. I have already taken 3 quizzes, 1 exam, 5 skills tests. We got a lot of work to do just on the first week. Like, it's crazy, but it was a lot. So here are some my study habits that I'm gonna go over. So I have flashcards. I gotta fix my hair again. Okay. So basically, I'm gonna show you guys. Nursing terminology is a whole different language, but these are my flashcards, right? So I have, this is like nursing terminology, PR. Yeah. So I have a whole bunch of them. I know all of these because I go over them at least one day. Like, I would be like washing dishes or cleaning up my room, or I just laying in bed, whatever. I just take these out, go over it. It takes me no more than 5 minutes to go over it and put it away, because the more you keep doing it, the more you keep repeating it, the more you're going to, it's going to be burned in your brain. These are basically burned in my brain. Now I'm obviously more educated about that. That's something that I think will really help if you periodically keep going over your material. You don't have to do it for a whole hour or whatever. You can do it for like 20-30 minutes and then just keep going over it every day. You're going to be fine. Another tip. So for me, if you're a beginning nursing student, I didn't know, but I brought my scrubs, my stethoscope, my bandage scissors, my nursing book, the socks. I literally brought everything the first day. That's not required. Don't do that, okay? Because you do not need to do all that. Unless you have clinical your first day, don't be like me. Unless the professor tells you, because I was walking around with all those things for no reason. Like, why do I have all these things? I don't know. I just, and nobody else had them. I'm just walking around like, oh, maybe we'll need them. Maybe we'll need them. Went first day, we didn't need them. Didn't have clinical. I still have not even been to clinical, so that's why we don't need them. Utilize your health centers. There's going to be a math health center, English health center, help center. Utilize them because they're there for your health. Like, utilize your professor's office hours too. My professor's gonna be tired of me because I'm gonna be going. I stayed after every class. I think, no, that's a lie. I think it was like 2 classes I didn't stay after. I stay after a lot. I email my professors. I utilize the nursing center. I utilize the labs, like, because they have labs to help us practice so that when we get a skill, we can go over it and, you know, study and practice. And then Mometrics on YouTube and Nurse Sarah on YouTube are really good. I actually watched her video today. I think it was on the nursing process. She really breaks things down. She breaks things down and basically formulates other ways of doing things. She gives examples. She shows how your professor might want you to do it. She shows how the hospital actually does it. Even though the professor teaching you and the hospital is the same, but you know, when you're learning something and then when you're actually in the position, it's different. Sometimes you're gonna have to go based off the situation you're in. Do not buy your textbooks before you go to class. I made that mistake. No, not this semester, but when I first started college, I think I was taking 5 classes. I bought all the textbooks for all 5 classes. Yeah, that was money. And then what pissed me off is one of the classes I went to, she gonna talk about, yeah, I know it's on the syllabus, the textbook, but we don't really need it, you know? So that's why I strictly say, do not buy your textbooks until you go to the first day of class, just to see where your professor is at. Because I spent so much money on stuff that I didn't need, and I learned my lesson that semester. Wait until you're in the class and hear what the professor said, and then they'll tell you their honest opinion, because they're going to go based off the course materials that they have prepared. So the textbook might not be in there. It was a lot for me, but I know that I can handle it because I know God was with me the whole time. Praying is so important. I pray. I've been talking to God when I'm like walking down the street. Like, people would think I'm crazy because she's talking to herself. No, I'm talking to God. God got me through this whole week, and God is going to get me through nursing school. This is the mentality you need for nursing school. I will pass this semester. I will pass the following semesters. I will graduate and pass nursing school. I will pass the NCLEX exam. I will get through this because God got me and I got me. I'm going to put the work in. I'm going to pass. I'm going to be successful. I am going to be a nurse. In my head, I am a nurse. I'm already a nurse. So basically, your mentality is very important. If you're going to sit here thinking, oh my God, this is so much work, I can't do this, then don't do it. Because whatever you tell yourself is what is going to be the outcome. Because you're feeding your brain negative or positive thoughts, you're going to get negative or positive results. So feed positivity, always feed positivity. And then pray. That's literally the most important thing. It's really not bad. It's really not hard if you study the material. In the course, there's many different outlets of studying. Outside the course, there's a broader opportunities to learn the material. There's this website that I'm going to put right here, but you do have to pay like $200 a year. I don't have it because I have other outlets that work for me. I do a lot, you know, because it's not even only about passing. I need to learn the information that I'm getting. So I put the work in. It was a lot, but I got through it. I believe that's pretty much it for nursing school so far. I can't disclose a lot of information because I'll be talking for hours. Pray for me, y'all. New nursing students, we got this. We got this. Yeah. Okay, love you guys. I got out my 7-hour class. I worked on skills and we went for lunch for 45 minutes, my favorite part. So 7-hour class was not bad. Now I'm going to work. I started from 7 o'clock this morning and ended at 2, and it's 2:25 and I have work at 3:30. So in an hour I have work until 10. So today is a busy, very busy day, like we're on all day today. I got a face shield. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm getting through, so. The grind don't stop. We're at work with it now. Okay, now we're at work with it. Yeah. And we don't get out until 10. Am I tired? Yes, very exhausted, but we're gonna get through it. So here I'm just writing a paper about a medical document that we had to do for our first assignment, and I passed, by the way. And then I'm gonna switch over to the index cards. Basically what I do for the index cards is I write the main point of each card on the side with no lines, and then on the other side I write what the main point is. It's always short and to the point because you'll remember it easier and faster that way. And I just do that a few more times until I'm finished with that section. Now we are on the way to work. I fell asleep on the freaking couches in school. Bro, I was so tired. All I've been doing all week, right, is going to school. You know, I have morning classes. My professors very adamant about being there 15 minutes before class, or else that's it. If my class starts at 8:30, guess what time I gotta be there? 8:15. And I take the bus. So that means I gotta leave my house by like 7:30 to get to the bus by 7:45, to take a 30-minute trip to get here by 8:15. And my bus is here to go to work. I'm used to waking up early. It's just like Saturday is my only day off from work and school. So Monday to Friday, no, Sunday to Friday, I'm either working in school or both. Morning work, afternoon school, or morning school, afternoon work. That's how it's going for me. I get out of work at 10, and then sometimes I have to come home and study and all that. I don't really get time to sleep. I sat down on the chairs and I was like, I'm gonna do this assignment because it's due Sunday night at 8 p.m. So I'm gonna start it, I'm gonna do it. And when I tell you, I was just like, I'm just gonna take a little nap. Little my ass. I packed up my stuff. The way the couch is set up at my college is that they have like a place where you can plug in your phones and everything. So I plugged in my laptop, plugged in everything, and I was like, while that's charging, I'm just gonna take a nap. I knocked out for an hour and a half. I wasn't really sleeping, I was just resting my eyes, but my eyes couldn't open. I heard the other students walking by talking about, must be nice. She was like, it was like mood, sleeping, falling asleep on the couch, mood. I'm like, bro, I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't open my eyes. Every time I opened my eyes, it was like I was sun drunk. Bro, that's how you know I need to get more sleep in my schedule because this is ridiculous. I'm so tired, but it's worth it because I'm a bad bitch and I'm gonna get through it, period. It's all gonna be worth it in 2 years. It's all gonna be worth it. But now I'm on the way to work and I don't get out until 10 o'clock tonight. And I got to school this morning at 8. Class started at 8:30 and I'm not getting out of work until 10 p.m. So I've been out all day. Wish me luck, guys. God got me always. God blessing me always because he's giving me the strength to continue this. So we'll see.